I wanted to tell you that I did play around with the epoxy resin, the two-part, the A and B, from Wish, the little tiny bottles. It was, the ratio was 1 to 3, 3 parts hardener, no, 3 parts of part A to 1 part of part B, the hardener. I've used that all up. I tried to make a video and didn't realize that for whatever reason the camera had shut off. And it's not like you can go back and start over. But what I wanted you to see the finished product. I wanted to make, try out the molds and make a fall colored flower bracelet and ring and pendant to match. So I hope you can see some of the... I am on my phone again because I've got to work with that camera to see if, from Wish, to see if I can get it to focus better on close-ups. And if I can't, then that has to be returned. So, and I don't have time to play with it at the moment. So, we're back on the phone. So, and one-handed and all of that. So I know that that's going to affect the video quality, and I do apologize. So there's the bracelet, which does fit me. I have a problem. I have really small wrists and hands, and things like bangles and stuff tend to fall off. But this one was a smaller mold, so it does fit me. I did have some overage that caused like a little lip here. I do not have like a Dremel tool or something to do the sanding. I tried to sand off just the rough parts. When I get a Dremel tool or some kind of like the nail, the one for like doing artificial nails or something that I can sand, that I don't have to do it by hand. It does have some rippling and things where that was a little taller than the mold, and but at least it's not rough and sharp. I hope to be able to fix that and polish it up. There is some wonkiness to the other side because there were some air bubbles that I couldn't see underneath the flowers and such, and so obviously it's not the mold or anything, it's me. I need to get better at it, but that was my first attempt, and I think it turned out all right. I've been wearing it all day. It is a little more flexible, and I think that that's it's not sticky or anything, and it's hard, but it's not as flexible as it was earlier. Anyways, it's because we had gotten down to the bottom of the bottles and we were not able to. We were drawing up the amount of each fluid, or each part A and part B with a syringe, so we could get accurate measurements. Well, when we got down to doing these, the mold wasn't full. We had to remix, and we could no longer get it with the syringe, so the mixture was not exactly perfect, obviously. So it does have a little tiny bit of flexibility, and the thing is, I think it's hardening from where it was earlier. It's already been pretty close to 48, 50 some, 60 some hours since they were poured, so it just took longer to harden. There's the matching ring. And again, it's not perfect because the flowers make it a little bumpier, and this didn't have so much air bubbles as the flowers just make it have a bit. It's not as smooth as one that we also made that was made with just some acrylic paint and to color the resin. This, I used the resin clear. I don't know if it's going to yellow over time or anything, but I think it turned out really neat. Here's the matching pendant. There's that side of it. It did have an air bubble. You can see it there, right in there, underneath of the flowers and leaves that I did not see, and so I did not get out. Here's the back side, and it is, can you see it's got a little bit where the flowers and things came up to the surface. It's got a little texture to that side, but this side is smooth, except for the air bubble. And the hole didn't go quite all the way through, but I have one of those little drills because I overfilled the mold trying to cover those plant pieces. There's the little hole. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not quite all the way through now, so I just have to use the hand drill to get that out. So anyways, that is my review of that stuff. I don't know if it's going to yellow or not. the flowers came from Wish, the resin came from Wish, and all the pieces that we made with it, except for the very last one where I tried to mix just a tiny bit more resin because I had a little bit of hardener left, and it, after 48 hours, was still very, very sticky, and I had to just clean it out of the mold and throw it away. All the rest of them hardened up just fine, and so that AB, they call it like AB jewelry glue or AB, I don't know. Anyways, I was in my other Wish video. You can go back and look if you want to try out the resin. The bottles are very small, but you know, it did make quite a few little jewelry pieces. And like I said, don't know if it'll yellow. So that's all on that.